Catch her in the rhyme, if he's ever had hope. I don't say much, I keep an apple in my eye. It's a lost soul, modern day catcher in the rye. So ask a passerby if he's ever had hope, and if he knows what it's like to drink with the glass broken. As the land slopes above the half-cracked road, it rolls like the strokes of the last Van Gogh. And as those sad black crows cry for a summer's kiss, the dew drips softly off your lost lover's lips. And suddenly you're back at the start of this riddle, and she's there by the broken tree, carving your initials, throwing stones by the water's edge. You're watching all the ripples, drinking wine, only to throw the bottle to the river. And from all this life's but a heart beating in your chest, with the world on your shoulders, head that needed to confess. And all you need is rest when you're too tired to sleep. Let yourself drift away toward the lights in the deep, in the deep, in the deep. Between the days of loving where the graves are cut, this holy drinking raindrops from a paper cup. Star spinning in the field with the ladybugs, eyes strange and young, face full of angel dust. She's a black and white movie in 1923, a theater with the real running to the empty seats. Pure nothing laughing underneath these open skies, where you can scream as loud as you can and there's no reply, where you can close your eyes, smell the clothes and glide barefoot through the clover in the lonely night. She's your broken bride in a Ryan dress, hair spinning in the mist and it's fire red. So in autumn holy's nothing but the fallen leaves, falling free, forgot a forgotten dream lost to me. Across November bloom, curled up Christ-like in the crescent moon. 2007. Check, yeah, and yo, I'm breathing slow, leaving home. Time for me to feed my soul. I wanna be the seed that grows and breaks a crack beneath the road. To each his own, but at night, where do these people go? Give me time to read this poem, time for me to reach a goal. I'm 19 years old, a poet and a city slacker, ahead of my time, cause I know that nothing really matters. Life is cinematic in an unexpected format. I found the key to success, it was left under the doormat. I saw back through open letters and Bibles and trinkets and bottles of ribbons and lists of what I wanted for Christmas. I fell in love, but now I'm far from that princess. I try to pull her back, but all I got was a ripped dress. I think it's best for us to rejoice in the past fall, break through straight jackets and leave white rooms with scratch walls. Cause why sleep when I could be twisted restless and calling my ex-girl online, so disconnected, introspective, to the point I drive myself insane, lose my ego, but then find myself in vain. This is for every man who isn't all there and willing to risk it all on a triple dog dare. It goes 1 to the open land, 2 to the lovers, 3 with the broken hands, 4 for those above us, 5 for the troubled youth and 6 for the devils, 7 for the unamused and 8 for the rebels. 1 to the open land, 2 to the lovers, 3 with the broken hands, 4 for those above us, 5 for the troubled youth and 6 for the devils, 7 for the unamused and 8 for the rebels. I hope it's romantic and a manic depressive, dance in my mind every moment like the past and the present. It's a mix of emotions I still hold with a female, and being 6, listening to the ocean in a seashell. See, I emerge in this earth to shoot a smile in a verse and return to the dirt for what it's worth. I'm a poet at heart, a long road when you don't know where to start. So give me your Motel 6 and a Greyhound bus, some gas station stops and a steakhouse lunch, a few flings and a memory of playground love, and then I lay down dust over my days outdone, thinking I've lived my life as an angel, a proverb, a scholar, a babe in the cradle, an artist, a dreamer, a layman, a scapegoat. It's strange though, cause I've always been playing the same role. Metamorphosis. It goes 1 to the open land, 2 to the lovers, 3 with the broken hands, 4 for those above us, 5 for the troubled youth and 6 for the devils, 7 for the unamused and 8 for the rebels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think.
Stay awake through the waves of the world. I'll just be up night. My mind is like the rebel. Stay awake
I saw a girl dying, coughing up blood in an alleyway crying, lost and unloved. I saw a man lying face down, asking for a drink. I saw a troubled teen laughing and dancing with the shrink. I haven't seen much, but it seems I've seen enough every day. Looking at the faces on the bus, it goes broken heart, overdose, Prozac, comatose, rest in peace, forever free. Here lies no one knows. Keep that blue collar up, cause the day was long. Head high after 50 years of the same job. Mental talk, glory days, so they never had them. Cause somewhere in their minds they know they were handsome. I stare at flies lying in the window pane, looking out, waiting, wondering, asking what this life is all about. The world keeps spinning, but there's not much to say. Sunset, sunrise, each day by day. Think.
Stay awake to the ways of the world. I'll just be up night. My mind is like the rebel. Stay awake to the ways of the world. I'll just be up night.
Is it a problem? Just think.
I saw an old dog dreaming, restless in his sleep. A young boy hustling drugs, selling sets of weed. I saw the poor man sing a song as he walked the floor in old drunk, still waiting for fate to walk in the door. I haven't seen much, but it seems I've seen enough every day. Looking at the faces on the bus, it goes superstar, open rose, crackhead, rolling stone, rest in peace, forever free. Here lies no one knows. It's hard to be the type that doesn't want friends, looking for 50 minutes of fame, but you only got 10. Friend of mine says he doesn't care. In any case, it's all absurd. His life's a microcosm of all that's wrong in this world. I think it's true, but I wish things were more simple. Pursuing my muse, left throwing rocks out a window. I let the wind blow, blowing clouds over evening skies, and embrace the pain, cause it's what keeps each of us alive.
Stay awake to the ways of the world. I'll just be up night. My mind is like the rebel. Stay awake to the ways of the world. I'll just be up night.
Is it a problem? Just think.
I heard the sound of silence, I listened to it call. I read the common man's poetry that was written on the wall. I lay beside her sleeping beauty until from sleep she rose and showed me the imperfections hidden beneath the clothes. And I know our time is short, so all I ask is to be free to live now and let fate take me on a summer's eve. There's a dream that fades away once you break away from sleep, and I'm glad I stayed awake to play this game that filled these days and weeks. Thanks.
Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of night, who poverty and tatters and hollow-eyed and high sat up smoking in the supernatural darkness of cold water flats, floating across the tops of cities, contemplating death.
This is fear and loathing of the basic type on aimless nights, where I sit and sip my drink across some traffic's changing lights. A starving artist dream complete with past regrets. I frequent these trashy depths to speak with the bachelorettes.
Well, get over your ex.
Nah, I just need a few scotch, looking for dimes to drop into that 1950s jukebox. I guess I could go buy some shitty fruit shots, but I'd rather leave this joint to go get high on city rooftops. I pass the days with alley cats and ask for change, as passing taxi cabs advance and splash my back with rain. My happiness is pain, I wallow in that, procrastinate and hope success just falls in my lap. You can follow my track with dreams of this town, but all the pizza seems to be the only meaning I've found. 3 a.m. morning Tim, you can see this dreamer beg, a pale anemic male defeatist with his tail between his legs.
I write true lost souls, this mechanic is a thought. Nerds preserve the words and the thickness of its plot.
Rebels without a cause, throwing pebbles at the curb. These days run together and we're left to let them blur.
I concur and refer to the moment that it collapsed, in a still frame of a weakness when we stood open and laughed.
Sleepwalk across the city, contemplate the past. We talk the talk, then watch the Constellation Jazz. I can't believe you got me a call Megan at 3 a.m.
Straight ciphers in the moonlight to get the move right, get the tunes tight, put a cool pint and cool as light. The breeze is cold, the trees are bare, emotion is thick, but it can breathe in air. I'm ready one for good guilt trips, but it seems it's fair. You don't have to love someone to believe you care. Sometimes I just think for a while how tell you a secret if you promise not to smile. Everybody's self-indulgent and involved with selfless nonsense. I'm a pawn, never conscious, making comments to the modest. And the oddest thing that autumn brings is fallen flings and songs to sing. I'm drawing wings to stop the things that bring us to our darkest sins. Forever rest in peace to my bitter steep. But winter sleeps, kitchen creaks, kissing teeth and thinking deep. Speak weak and teach me how to think back. Let me fit in with this world while I'm dressed up like a fad. I controlled what I thought, but I'm lost amongst the facts. In the midst of what was taught, and the moments that it flashes, the victims that get caught, and personas of the catch. It's the system that will rot, and condolence of my rap. It's all to fit in while you're falling through the cracks.
While you're busy telling jokes,
I'm still learning how to laugh. It's odd to act to age when you ain't never learned to act. Writing true lost souls, this mechanic is the thought. Nerds preserve the words in the thickness of its plot.
rebels without a cause, throwing pebbles at the curb. These days run together and we're left to let them blur.
I concur and refer to the moment that it collapsed. In a still frame of a weakness when we stood open and laughed.
Sleepwalk across the city, contemplate the past. We talk the talk, they walk the Constellation Jazz.
The hard. Never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Would take it this far.
I'm not ghetto with thug, I'm in the meadow with bugs. Wanted a pair of Timberlands, but had to settle with lugs. I roll with brain dead hippies, peddling drugs, who were willing to spend the month's rent check for a buzz. I've never been loved, I was raised in a van, left at the beach on a leash and told to play in the sand. But I guess that's just the way it was planned. Till age 18, hitting on girls after a shave and a tan. At a rave in a trance, trying to make the advance. Dancing with whistles wasted and fucking waving my hands. Chatting with hippie chicks in the mix and racing and brand. And digging me cause they think by rapping I'm taking a stand. But I'm the player than see who claims my words are the baddest and tries to pick up 16-year-olds with my university status. My personal habits consist of chain smoking and taking so many drugs I leave my face swollen cause I'm a high roller, baby. What can I say? I got the clothes, got the hoes, got the glamour and fame to say what up, bro, when I'm walking down the street. Cause I know y'all wish y'all were down with me, cause I'm a high roller, baby. What can I say? I got the clothes, got the hoes, got the glamour and fame to say what up, bro, when I'm walking down the street. Cause I know y'all wish y'all were down with me. And yo, my brain's frozen, left yelling at squirrels, with my only goal that I know to be impressing some girls. Showering ladies with linen, presents and pearls, so they wouldn't bed me if I was the last man left in the world. So lately, it feels like I haven't had sex in a year. The self-acceptance rapid, wishing woman flesh would appear. Rumor has it that I'm a mess and I'm weird. At the bar, drinking a can of cranberry sweats in the beer. See me dressed in the beer, talking insane, caught in the rain, walking the streets with a dog and a cane. I'll walk in the lane, cars caught, stalling, complain, honking in vain. Well, I'm pill popping for pain and lost in my brain, locked in a chain still. Trying to escape, finding a date online with girls whose interests are violence and hate. I think my assignment today is to riot the state. I'm in my own place, so don't try and relate. Cause I'm a high roller, baby. What can I say? I got the clothes, got the hoes, got the glamour and fame to say what up, bro, when I'm walking down the street. Cause I know y'all wish y'all were down with me, cause I'm a high roller, baby. What can I say? I got the clothes, got the hoes, got the glamour and fame to say what up, bro, when I'm walking down the street. Cause I know y'all wish y'all were down with me. Down with me.
I got extensive pole. I got extensive pole.
Montreal's the city where I walk across the blocks, lost and dizzy, amongst called sissies and cocky hippies talking gritty. All these shoddy kitties thinking that they wanted with me, always dropping shitty bars with references to parking.
All they got was pity for thoughtless off delivery, often talking sloppy, tipsy, drunk it off a drop of whiskey. I will need a law committee, better than Bob and Whitney. So if you want a copy, strictly stick to Jock and Diddy.
People think rap's about nothing but money and sex, guns and respect, clubs and how drunk you can get. So when people see a couple of heads like us in the set, they're puzzled and vexed with subtle mumbles under their breath. They wonder what's next, then discover no other is best, then prolific in a number with butter as guests. So I think this album should cover the rest, so I'll just shut up instead and let you love us to death. So welcome to the new school, it's something to try, cause fuck 50 Cent, I'd rather a buck 65. And if you haven't heard of us, then just ask your friends, cause we're the reason people wanna listen to rap again. Welcome to the new school, it's something to try, cause fuck 50 Cent, I'd rather a buck 65. And if you haven't heard of us, then just ask your friends, cause we're the reason people wanna listen to rap again. You talk a lot about all you got, but you ought to stop, cause you're on and off of my off the top is always hot. See you walk more spots and spot the dog,
and that's an awful lot.
So if you hear the battle, you should probably just call it off or call the cops.
In case verbal murder can't be solved and stopped, and to take it a step further, you could say we call the shots. Most of the girls that heard us serve took off their halter tops. To those who thought they were the shit, we've been known to alter
and
thoughts.
As far as studio time, we couldn't afford enough, only at 40 bucks, and that was before we ordered lunch. So really it was sorta rough when Rolla recorded us. I mean we sorta sucked, cause we were only warming up.
Boarded up, doors were shut. After the mic was on, we tore it up. No corners cut, we poured our guts into this track. It's yours to judge. We don't film our videos with pretty hoes and porno sluts, or show the country in a bus, but still we kick it poor as
so
fuck.
Welcome to the new school, it's something to try, cause fuck 50 Cent, I'd rather a buck 65. And if you haven't heard of us, then just ask your friends, cause we're the reason people wanna listen to rap again. Welcome to the new school, it's something to try, cause fuck 50 Cent, I'd rather a buck 65. And if you haven't heard of us, then just ask your friends, cause we're the reason people wanna listen to rap again. Life's an interesting thing in that we're constantly changing from one moment to the next, becoming something new, something we may have never expected. But some things stay with you, some things never change. See, as a kid I used to walk down these old train tracks, I still do today, and that's one thing that stayed the same. I walk down those old tracks and I just This small town was my genesis. I'll reminisce about the days, memories that stayed with me forever since November 5th, autumn trees watching fallen leaves. They twist and turn, burn once they caught the breeze. Lost and free upon a moonlit night. I carry the past with me and I can't lose this life. We've all got one shot, I'm trying to do this right. But sometimes all I got is my music, Christ's views to write, to hold the moment close and give meaning. An empty pursuit, I should just be happy that I'm still breathing. In a season of love and pain and sun and rain, it's all the fucking same, but I'm asking why it's nothing changed.
You're tearing me apart.
So why is it that I keep on falling? Why is it I always get what I never wanted? I'm just looking for a path, but I'm just looking at the past. I'm walking these train tracks and I'm never looking back. I felt safe in bed when I could lay against a naked chest, so close I swear to God I could taste the breath. Watch me fade away so I can just escape in sex, but like everyone else soon enough, oh wait she went. These pain regrets aren't making any sense. I held knives to my wrist without breaking any flesh. And maybe I'm crazy, I know that they label me depressed. Insane's the game I played until they changed me in my head. The days, red roses across the stained glass window. The prey awaits faceless to mate the black widow. The train track signals, the light turns red, these eyes yearn. So where do I turn next? So why is it that I keep on falling? Why is it I always get what I never wanted? I'm just looking for a path, but I'm just looking at the past. I'm walking these train tracks and I'm never looking back. So I could listen to the preacher read the sermon, or justify the failures in my life, say it was all predetermined. Smoking this cigarette's just a reminder of my lack of free will. And this bed's comfortable, but it's where my apathy builds. Step out in the cold air and tell me how reality feels. Watch it that every drink I pass around comes back to me chilled. Down the bottle, just so I can drown my sorrow. Close my eyes tonight and come around tomorrow. I found all I really want's just to be left alone. Left to lead a life of love like I read in poems. Thought I had it once, but then I chose to let it go, to end the road, so you'll never know what I said or wrote. So why is it that I keep on falling? Why is it I always get what I never wanted? I'm just looking for a path, but I'm just looking at the past. I'm walking these train tracks and I'm never looking back. Said I'm never looking back.
I can't keep to myself anymore.
She wears lipstick and makeup to cover up the trace of ash. Her face the cracks to smooth the time and just erase the past. Faded slacks closer thin to just to hold her in, to hide her age and open skin right below the chin. Smoke is a social thing, she faint but not. Her face facade, these days are lost when lovers spread her legs across the tablecloth. Taking shots of nameless scotch, she'd make it rock until the neighbors knock. Waiting in the rain, whether it's safe or not. But in the middle age, it's just simple days. Kitchen dishes, wishing she wasn't in this bitter state. But you can see she's beautiful, I know her eyes are sexy. Looking at younger girls with a glance of silent envy. Sipping on Diet Pepsi, living inside a memory. She's quiet but her eyes are screaming, won't you try and help me? She'd like to fight it but this night her eyes are heavy. And she's thinking I've lost everything.
My life is empty, my life is empty, my life is empty. The gap between you and me. Mind the gap between you and me.
Just like the gap.
Mind the gap between you and me. Mind the gap between you and me.
Just like sitting in my corner, I sat alone and watched her move. Caught her eyes and saw them cross, and I saw her in her youth. I got a quick paused and walked across the room and said, hey, yo, I'd like to talk to you. She smiled at me softly, like we just woken up in bed. She spoke of love and sex, open cuts, regrets. She was broken up, depressed, yet in her hair the rose was red. I sat and listened to her speak, and I'll quote just what she said. She said I was
loved once.
I wasn't always cold and hard. I used to lie smoking cigarettes under open stars. I used to walk through the streets and everyone would turn and look. I used to dance topless with rebels around burning books. I used to own the night, kissing lovers in the mist of what the men wouldn't do to touch my upper lip. I used to stand in the fields with wind in my long hair. I used to do whatever I wanted, I used to not care.
Mind the gap between you and me. Mind the gap between you and me.
Just like the gap.
Mind the gap between you and me. Mind the gap between you and me.
Just like finally she turned to me and laughed, and she paused and stopped a moment. I could tell she was back where she used to be. Her heart was open, and not a thought was spoken, and not a thought was uttered. But at that moment, I swear to God I loved her, so I held her close and felt the warmth many had felt before. Her heart beating against mine like waves against the shore. She was a beauty queen, a metaphor. I looked her in the eyes and I asked her to tell me more. See, everyone's just doing their own thing. Like, what's this generation all about? Who are we and who am I? Cause I really don't know. Call me Jack Kerouac, James Dean, Bob Dylan. Yo, what's up everyone now? Tell me how you feeling. I'm the next young prophet. Kills himself when he's young, fucked up in the head with no place left to run. Got a gun, but I know that I'm too afraid to use it. So I took what I was feeling and I started making music. Yo, the neighbors say I'm useless, and my friends just think I'm fucked. And the girls in my life, I just don't wanna bring them up. So what? I spend most of my time wandering the streets to see the poverty that creeps between the models and the geeks. Walk in a dark cafe, see what they can offer me to eat. On guitarist next door, always rocking me to sleep. I was brought up in the Reeds, middle class, mom and dad, dog and cat. On the track to be another college grad, it all went fast. Really never knew why I started rap. Guess I started and I was off and I never stopped to ask. So let me be your anti-hero, Mr. Anti-Pop. It doesn't sound good and it's not what the family wants. Just a whole lot of noise, it doesn't amount to much. But this music, it's all about the ruts. This is for all of us, the youth, the kids who never listen, with umbilical cords attached to the back of televisions. Prozac players, punks and preps, raise up. This is post-Generation X.
It's the beat generation, it's Bayat. It's the beat to keep, it's the beat of the heart. It's being beat and down in the world and like old time low down.
I found this lights I can't miss, an empty last wish. It's like falling in love with a girl who can't kiss. Fact is, at 2 in the afternoon I'm still in bed. Mattress smells like old sex, room smells like cigarettes. On the floor, bottle of liquor, an ashtray, candles. Across from a desk, beside a pack of Camels. It's raining outside, the weather talks to my soul. Turn the tap on, but the hot water was cold. Get sober off leftovers, ignore the dishes in the sink. Get rid of the hangover with a little bit to drink. Need a little time to think, today's no different from tomorrow. Let it repeat till I'm the old man buying tickets for the lotto, drinking liquor out my bottle and just living in a condo, wondering if my life will ever be written in a novel. Most of these nights I lay down but I won't sleep, be looking up at the ceiling and counting clone sheep. So let me be your anti-hero, Mr. Anti-Pop. It doesn't sound good and it's not what the family wants. Just a whole lot of noise, it doesn't amount to much. But this music, it's all about the ruts. This is for all of us, the youth, the kids who never listen, with umbilical cords attached to the back of televisions. Prozac players, punks and preps, raise up. This is post-Generation X. Let me be your anti-hero, Mr. Anti-Pop. It doesn't sound good and it's not what the family wants. Just a whole lot of noise, it doesn't amount to much. But this music, it's all about the ruts. This is for all of us, the youth, the kids who never listen, with umbilical cords attached to the back of televisions. Prozac players, punks and preps, raise up. This is post-Generation X. This is for everyone who's ready for change, for people doing something different with their lives. Our generation's grown up in a strange world, and it's time we take control of it. It's time to find out who we really are, to figure out what really matters. And together as a youth movement, as an anti-culture, we finally give meaning to this generation, this post-Generation X.
Que du lourd.
Yo, 819.
C'est Malkay et prolifique.
France, Quebec.
Malkay, prolifique. 2006, 2007, c'est la haine. Toi-même tu sais. Ma bandana, j'suis pas un blog ni un crip négro. Ma bande à moi veut un job et un kit c'est gros. Les préjugés j'viens à mort, c'est un kick qu'il faut. Mais c'est la prod, il y a or, et un beat, c'est la plaque.
819.
Ici, l'amour est mort, faut que ça reste. Moi, night, j'm'en bats les couilles. Ton pompe, ton ordre, des groupies. J'suis venu poser des bombes alors des groupies. Rends pas ta mère, je veux pas insérer vos pistes d'une bombe lacrymogène, mais pas un stéréotype. Moi, pas d'air. Tu viens la serrer, mon beat ombre. La vie me saigne, j'en donne ta stéréotype. Appelle-moi Chris Docker, passe à un gang de chinois. Appelle-moi Chris Docker, passe à un manque de 6 mois. Tiens, reconstruire, j'ai que texte et micro. Tu parles pas de faire peur, je n'ai pas bec ni abdo. Viens, mettre à la page car trop d'aime s'y parle trop. Prends pas pour acquis tout leur récit par chaud. Prêt à tout niquer, amène des mecs ou des steaks. J'reviens dédicacé pour mon négro des steaks. Les frères on respecte, j'm'en bats les couilles, ta maille et tes mecs. Tu peux me griller dans un coin, en train de grailler des grecs. Paille des lettres, font la maille, les toilettes honnêtes. Si tu sens venir le flow, c'est Malkay et son texte. Appelle-moi Inédit ou mon son dans ta platine. Appelle-moi Zinedine ou mon front dans ta poitrine. Le beat part en live, mais quelle idée d'être là. Les MC le savent, là joue calibre Z là. C'est la haine, on s'en pas de ton rappelé. C'est Malkay et prolifique. Et l'ambiance est malsaine. C'est la haine, on s'en pas de ton rappelé. Malkay et prolifique. Et l'ambiance est malsaine.
It's a rat race to be the most quoted and loved in this rap game. We're most are hopelessly judged. If you have what it takes, you know in your gut.
cats like to get on the microphone and front.
Growing up, I was always told that I sucked. Walking with my head down, barely holding it up. But through the shows that I've done, I've learned to mold and adjust. As a poet in front of a bunch of chauvinist fucks. And now that the moment has come where people actually listen, I'll take a second of time to give back what I've been given. Sherbrooke to Montreal and all across Quebec. Nod your head and let me rock the set. It goes 6-pack, sip it back, zigzag, lick it back. Freestyle skills still better than your written tracks. Nothing's as sick as when I spit a rap. Prolific Malkay, back again, kicking ass.
On parle de ton rappé, c'est Malkay pour la mer. Et l'ambiance est malsaine. C'est la mer. On parle de ton rappé, Malkay pour la mer. Et l'ambiance est malsaine.
Prolific in Malkay, 2007. Tell him something, man.
Pour la mer. C'est la haine. C'est la haine. On s'en parle de ton rappé. C'est Malkay pour la mer. Et l'ambiance est malsaine.
Check. Listen. Hey, yeah. It's like we're all just going in circles, not getting anywhere really. And I mean, I was always a dreamer, but lately I'm trying to embrace the simple things in life. Yeah, the crow circles around and he circles again. He's going nowhere with no cares, no purpose to end. He cuts the wind smooth, breaks off and dives deep. Keeps his eyes wide and cries as the night sleeps. He glides free, not a thought touches his head. Ignorance is bliss, he knows nothing of death. Knows no comfort or rest. He's God's pride, enjoy an animal that embraces life and rides the void. Enjoy the silent noise, no need to wake up from this dream. Disconnected himself as the presence left up in the trees. Life plays out beneath him, busy streets, places to go. He looks down, but he's in a place of his own. All that remains is the crow, the mind of a newborn. The silence is too strong, it's time to just move on. He takes flight, soars and blends with the late night. Pendulum strikes with the daylight, sunrise. He flies as he opens his dreams. Soars over roses and streams, oceans and seas. No mind to what's below and beneath, alone on his own. He knows that he's free, he knows that he's free. There's peace someplace, just not here. It's not near, it's someplace above that maybe not real. But until the crow lies, body broken on the ground, we're all free. Floating on the clouds, he knows that he's free. There's peace someplace, just not here. It's not near, it's someplace above that maybe not real. But until the crow lies, body broken on the ground, we're all free. Floating on the clouds.
Maintain and keep silent.
The crow.
Maintain and keep silent.
Beneath the weeping willow, but now alone I lie and weep beside the tree, singing, "Oh, willow, waily," by the tree that weeps with me, singing, "Oh, willow, waily," till my lover returns to me. We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie. For willow I die, for willow I die.
Jen said she was beautiful. She used to still think about it sometimes. Jen Sets was the new kid in school when I was 17. She walked the halls alone, stoned as an empty queen. Seldom seen, bare bone, but graceful all the same. She sit at the picnic tables even when it rained, content. Carving spiders in the wood. She wear a long jacket secondhand, hide it in the hood. Sometimes you could find her alone, hide it in a nook, curled up in the corner, or even crying in a book. I always wanted to talk but never knew what to say. She moved in this way, quiet, removed in the strings. A tattoo of a moon on the waist, a bruise on the face, with white powder to smooth away the blues and the grays. The beauty was strange, scars on her wrists were left in a place where a knife at one point split the flesh. Fingertips stained from cigarettes, you can sense the sweet decay. And she was calm and never seemed afraid. We made my love and I beneath the weeping willow. Nowhere to go, at least we can dream a little. Keep it simple as the days go by. Stare at each other's minds and watch angels die. We made my love and I beneath the weeping willow. Nowhere to go, at least we can dream a little. Keep it simple as the days go by. Stare at each other's minds and watch angels die. One day walking down the street I saw her sitting on the curb, throwing crumbs of bread down to a little ring of birds. The pigeons didn't stir, they gravitated to her silence, dressed in black with a little tinge of violet. I approached the pale face, not sure what to say. Broke the silence with my step and watched the birds fly away. Reached for words but was left gazing at her black hair. Smiled but nothing came back but a blank stare. Thinking to myself, I should've left her there in peace. Cause come to think of it, I never even heard her speak, but took a seat beside her and said, "Hi, I've seen you around." And she responded, but she was speaking to the ground. She told me she lived with her dad, that her mom was back at home, that she hated this town, so she spent most of the time alone. But she liked it that way, at least that's what she said. And then she turned and walked away, and that's how we met. We made my love and I beneath the weeping willow. Nowhere to go, at least we can dream a little. Keep it simple as the days go by. Stare at each other's minds and watch angels die. We made my love and I beneath the weeping willow. Nowhere to go, at least we can dream a little. Keep it simple as the days go by. Stare at each other's minds and watch angels die. On the ride home, Jen and I, we took the same bus, so we'd sit together but neither of us would say much. I get off in my small town, she get off in the countryside. As I move past from the inner seat, my hands will brush her thighs. Sometimes her eyes will connect, alive in the flesh. There was something between us, but it seemed the silence was best. Yet one night, I stayed with her until the last stop. An open field, small house where the sky gets a backdrop. We stepped from the bus, hands locked, and walked inside the house into the gloomy dark, where all the lights were out except for the flicker of the TV and the red sky in the clouds. To see your father passed out, lying on the couch. She said he's always like that. No one understands, I don't see why you have to live with him when my mother can't. He was an ugly man, face stained a rusted tan, the lonely odor of this open country land. I saw her run her hands along his side in a mournful silence. Now you alright? And she said, "Come, I have something to show you, a place that I love, that I want you to go to." I followed as she ran off deep into the field, to the weeping willow, where she stopped and said, "Here." Father said it's been growing more than 100 years. It's where I lie and let the wind whisper sweet nothings in my ear. So we sat under the tree and I could feel her holding on. The skin was cold and soft, but below her soul was calm. Lying on stones of moss until the sun rose at dawn, watching the smoke and smog roll across the open pond.